Hi friends, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to be doing a full face of the most viral makeup of all time. I have so much makeup in front of me, but I honestly feel like this video is going to need a part 2 because this is not all of the most viral products. We'll see how this goes. We'll see if you like this video, and then maybe we can do a part 2. I was torn between a lot of products, so you already know the drill. Grab your snack, grab your drink, grab your pen and paper, whatever it is, and let's get into the video. This is so random, but I have been using the Rare Beauty Brow Gel in my brows, and I love this brow gel, right? I remember when I first tried this, I didn't love it, but it's really good. So today when I was doing my eyebrows, I was like, let me go ahead and use my ABH Brow Freeze Gel because I haven't used it in a while, but I'm thinking I prefer the Rare Beauty Brow Gel because the ABH Brow Freeze Gel leaves my brows kind of like reflective, like shiny, and I didn't realize that. I even tried to powder it down and that didn't even work. So I was like, wait a second, I might have to retire the ABH Brow Freeze Gel. That was just a little side note because I was like, I don't know if I love how that looks. Starting off with the lips, the Rhode Peptide Lip Treatments. You all know, whenever there's a new scent, a new flavor, or color, whatever it is that's sneak peeked or announced, and everyone gets their hands on it, it goes extremely viral. These are so popular. Honestly, I have to say, I am a huge fan of these. I love how these look in lip combos and on the lips. They're so glossy, and they're also hydrating. And I do think they have some really cute colors as well. And the price point of these is not too bad either. To say that it's sold at Sephora and compared to other popular lip balms, this is the least expensive one. Also, the phone cases are extremely viral. I'm gonna go in with Jelly Bean because Jelly Bean is one of my favorite shades. I like this one because it has really pretty pink sparkle. It's so pretty. It smells good and it tastes good too. Look at how pretty. I do want to start off with the eyes. I do want to go on with the Rhode Peptide Eye Prep Patches. You are going to see quite a few Rhode products in this video because Rhode is just one of those brands that's extremely popular and they don't really release a lot. When they do release products, everyone wants to get their hands on it. What I do enjoy about these eye patches is they're very cooling and they don't slip and slide down the face. And I do think they do a great job at depuffing as well. I'm just going to go on with a little bit of eyeshadow base. Moving on to the eyes, the danessa myricks Lightwork palettes. These were extremely viral for a good reason because hello, the formulas in these Lightwork palettes are absolutely insane. Now, these palettes are very expensive, but honestly, to me, I do think they are worth the price. This one is the newest one. This is the Lightwork 7 palette. This one is a lot more neutral than the one that I just showed you, and I'm saying neutral very loosely because you still see blues, you still see purples. I'm gonna start off with the Lightwork 7 palette because this one has all the mattes that I need, and I'm gonna start off with this shade right here. If you all did not see, Danessa did just come out with a new 6-pan palette. Just about almost all the mattes that are in this palette is in that new palette from Danessa. If you didn't get your hands on this, you might want to check out the new one that she just came out with. I believe that one is $48. It is pretty pricey, but if you already have this palette, you do not need that one because all of the shades are in this palette. I might take a tiny bit of this like taupey kind of shade and just kind of go over the edges a little bit, just to kind of soften it up. I am going to take a tiny bit of this black just to kind of smoke out this outer corner a little bit. I think I might cut the crease. We might do a little cut crease. I love that there's a black in this palette because it really does come in handy for really smoking out the look and creating that depth. I just cut the crease with some eyeshadow base. Now I want to go into some green. I want to take some of this color. Ooh, that's really pretty. That is literally stunning. Do you see how abruptly the sun just left? Oh my gosh. I'm gonna take some of this shade right here. I'm gonna pop this right next to it, kind of near where I put that black. This is like a really easy, simple kind of look. I just added a little bit extra to this look. I went in with this gold graphic liner right here. I also went in with my Benefit Bad Girl Bang mascara. I definitely think it is time to take these patches off. That feels good. My under eyes feel very hydrated. Moving on to the base, we have the Rhode Glazing Mist. This is basically the mist form of the Rhode Glazing Milk, which is another super viral product. Not only this, but also this right here. This is the Thayer's Hydrating Milky Toner. So we're gonna use both on each side. I'm gonna go on with the Thayer's on this side. I feel like with the Thayer's, you need a very little amount because this stuff stretches so far. You do not need a lot of this. I even feel like what I just put on was way too much. This is enough to cover my entire face, but I am just working with it on this side. It is very hydrating, I will say, but I just feel like with this particular product, you have to go on with very little. Even when you feel like you're going in with just a little bit of product, it's still too much. Go in with less. But this product does the same thing that the Rhode Glazing Milk is going to do. The texture of the Thayer's is a lot thinner than the Rhode. The textures are very different. The Thayer's to me feels slimy. The Rhode one, I feel like really sinks in a lot faster than the Thayer's. You have to give the Thayer's time to dry down. But the Rhode, I do feel like it sinks in. They both will hydrate and plump the skin. Of course, one is a lot more affordable than the other. But as far as the overall look, the plumpness, the hydration, they're both going to give you that. Uh-oh, I'm like making a mess. All right, we are nice and plump and hydrated. For primer, we have these two. We have the Danessa Myricks Water Powder Serum and the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. The Danessa Myricks Water Powder Serum is exactly what it says. It is a liquid form of a powder. So basically with this product, I like to put it in the areas where I see more oil come throughout the day, which is mainly my T-zone. And as it starts to set down and dry down, it turns into a powder. This product sells out so many times and you don't need a lot of it. A little bit of this goes a very long way. And I really feel like if you're a fan of the Yummy Skin line, you're going to love a product like this. Even if you have dry skin, oily skin, normal skin, combo skin, anyone can use this. I don't feel like it dries out the skin to where it's like, ooh, that's a little too much. The e.l.f. Power Grip Primer, this has been around for a minute now. We all know that this is a dupe for the Milk Hydro Grip Primer, which is another super popular viral product. I feel like every brand has a gripping primer, but I'm telling you, it's sticky. I cannot think of a viral color corrector off the top of my head right now. Is there one? I honestly do not have a lot of color correctors in my collection. I have 3. Color corrector isn't really one of those like makeup products where I'm like, ooh, I need to try this, you know? It's just an essential and I just grab one and I'm good to go. Thankfully, one of my favorite foundations was super viral. This baby right here, the NARS Light Reflecting Foundation. Do we all remember when this first came out? This is one of those foundations that just looks beautiful on literally every single person. Along with this foundation, we have this brush from BK Beauty. This is the 101 foundation brush. I feel like this was the brush that got people into BK Beauty when everyone was seeing this one, and then they have a smaller version which we are going to use. This is a really great brush. It covers a lot of surface area. I'm a huge fan of BK Beauty brushes. They have a brush for everyone. They are a little bit more pricey, but I just feel like you can't go wrong with a BK Beauty brush. You just can't. Next up, the Made by Mitchell Curve Case. This is what got a lot of people into Made by Mitchell, and for good reason. I feel like every single person that does their makeup should have this in their collection because honestly, it truly does have everything that you need. You have bronzers and contours and blushes. I absolutely love this if you could not tell. But he also has the matte version, which I have shown on my channel, and there's a ton of different color stories to choose from. This is the other viral BK Beauty brush I was telling you about. This is basically a smaller version of the 109 brush. BK Beauty in general is just a very popular, viral, hyped brush brand, and honestly for good reason because their brushes are just insanely good. I have nothing but good things to say about BK Beauty brushes, truly. Blush time. The Rhode Pocket Blushes. Oh my gosh. These blushes right here, specifically the shade Toasted Teddy. Oh my gosh. I am always seeing so many people comparing this blush to so many other blushes. This is a very popular bronzer kind of blush, and it does look really beautiful on everyone. I really love this shade right here, Sun Soaked. I think this is so beautiful. This one is more of my kind of tones. I think this color is perfect for summer. I kind of want to go on with this today. I might go on with Toasted Teddy and this one today. This one is called Date Cake. Definitely not Date Cake today. I don't think it's going to go with the eye look, but I think I'm going to go into Toasted Teddy and Sun Soak today. I have another 109 brush I'm going to use. I'm going to go into Toasted Teddy first. And we're going to put this one higher up on the cheeks because it is darker than Sun Soaked. It's very pretty color. Very, very pretty. With these Rhode blushes, as you can see, they are very dewy, very glowy. And yeah, these I have to set down with the powder. I cannot leave these like this. Okay, taking a little bit of Sun Soak right here on the apples. I actually really like this combo. This combo for the summer, stunning. Concealer, because this was one of the categories I was very conflicted by. I'm choosing to go on with the new Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Concealer because this one is taking the internet by storm right now, and honestly for good reason. Insanely good. You really don't need a lot. Like, I'm putting on way too much, okay? Now, this is a brush that everyone wants to know what it is. Even I get a lot of questions on my videos what brush I'm using when I'm using this brush. This is the BK Beauty and Nikki LaRose N19 brush. This is one of the best brushes for concealer. It covers, look at how it's shaped. It covers so much surface area and it blends out beautifully. Look at how pretty this concealer is, y'all. It's so pretty. I definitely put on too much concealer, but that's okay because we are going kind of full coverage today. So I'm not mad at it, but look at how beautiful this concealer is. I have to say, Charlotte did her thing with this concealer. Okay, she was in the lab when she created this concealer because this is just beautiful. I'm really loving how the base is looking with this Rhode blush and this concealer. I'm loving it. It looks really good. We gotta set this down, of course, because this is very, very dewy. For setting powder, the Made by Mitchell Baked Powder. The shade that I use is Never Fully Pressed. When he came out with this, a lot of people were talking about the packaging. It is very messy, but I'm focusing on the powder. Okay, the powder is beautiful. And if you're the kind of person that loves to bake, you're going to love this powder. It's so finely milled. It's really beautiful. Just gonna load up my powder puff. And we're gonna lightly press this powder. Oh my goodness, look at how beautiful this powder is. Look at how that just set that down. A lot of people were blown away by this formula, and for good reason, because look at this. I'm just gonna lightly set this blush. Look at that. Moving on to bronzer, I decided to pull out the Hourglass Holiday Palette. I don't remember what year this was from. Maybe this was like 2 years ago, but this one is the Lotus Flower. Every year for holiday, these go super, super viral. Though these are very expensive, you do get a lot for your money. I mean, hello. This one, you have blushes, blush toppers, bronzers, face setting powder, and a highlighter. Whatever year this one came out, I feel like was the best year, honestly, because this palette is too good. I take this palette with me every single time that I travel. This has everything that I need. I'm gonna take a little bit of this shade right here for bronzer today. I'm just basically trying to set on top of that Made by Mitchell lightly with this bronzer. It gives this glow to the cheeks as well. The Dior Backstage blushes. Now these are the reformulated ones, and honestly I have to say I like these so much better than the originals because with the originals you could not pick up any product, but look at this. These are a lot more pigmented. I'm going into the shade Cherry and I'm just topping this on top of those Rhode blushes. Oh my goodness, this is so pretty. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Do you see that? I don't really have to build it up that much. These give me pigment. Moving on to the lips, we have the NYX Lingerie lip stains. Lip stains are all the rage right now. And I just feel like every brand is going to have lip stains. Just how every brand is going to have lip balms and every brand is going to have gripping primers, every brand is going to have staining lip liners. With these staining lip liners, there's definitely a learning curve. I like to use these staining lip liners as like a base for my lip liners, if that makes sense. Next up for lips, we have Viral Glam Light Lip Kits. Honestly, it doesn't even matter which lip kit, they've all gone viral. It really does not matter which lip kit, they honestly have all gone viral. And the one that I'm using is the Mocha Lip Kit. If this lip liner wears off, the NYX lip stain will be underneath. And that's what I like to do with my lip liners. This lip combo is from the Coffee collection. I'm gonna go with a different gloss instead of the Mocha gloss. Let's see, do I wanna use this gloss? Do I wanna use this? No, I'm gonna use a different gloss. For gloss, I'm actually gonna use the Huda Beauty Faux Filler Gloss. This is in the shade Honey. I'm going to take some of this Glam Light Sasha lip liner on top because it was very cool toned. Oh yeah, I like this. Yeah, I'm liking this. Of course, we have to go on with this viral gloss from Glam Light. This is the Horchata gloss. This is like the ultimate concealer gloss. So we're going to take some of this in the center to lighten up the look. Oh, that's good. Taking some of the Huda Easy Bake Powder, tiny bit more of brightness, and to clean up under the eye a little bit. This powder is going extremely viral right now. This is an extension of one of Huda's super viral popular powders, the Easy Bake Powder. So, of course, I'm not surprised by this. I am going to touch up the blush a little bit because why not? I need a little more. To finish off this look, we're going in with these two setting sprays. The One Size Powder Melt and the Danessa Myricks Liquid Blurring Balm. These, don't even get me started with how good these are. If you want glass skin, or if you feel like you went in with way too many powders and your makeup is looking powdery, One Size Powder Melt. Enough said. Enough said. And then to lock it all in, we're going in with the Danessa. Give it a nice shake though, because you hear that? It has that little ball in there. You want to shake the product around. When this dries down, it dries down to like this soft matte, almost kind of like a powder finish, but in the most beautiful way possible. Here's the finished makeup look. I am loving how my look turned out today. This was so much fun just sitting down and playing with all of these products. I would love to know what you think about these products down below. Do you feel like some of them are super overhyped and you've just had enough of some of these products, or do you feel like some of these products actually did live up to the hype? Let's chat it up in the comments. I also want to say thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to sit down and watch my video and hang out with me. That is it for today's video. Let me know your thoughts down below, and I will definitely catch you in my next video. Bye, guys.